this record button, baby, because we want to get into this. So, how y'all doing? Y'all better show up for me tonight because it is just me. There is no LaCorey and there is no Patrice. So y'all better get in this room and be talking to me tonight because I need y'all. Okay, but check me out. Hold on, y'all can't even see me good, but I got my lingerie on and stuff. Honey, I'm ready for Valentine's Day and to talk about the Valentine's Day Quest. Let me see who this by. I don't know why I want to call her something else every time I'm on her, but everybody get in here. Tell me how y'all day going. Tell me what y'all got going on. I'm gonna try to be in this group, in these comments. Let me see. What y'all got going on? Hey, Rhonda in here. Hi, Rhonda. Girl, call the people around the people. If I need y'all tonight, y'all got to be in here talking to me because I got some good questions and stuff as we're going through the book. And so, yeah, I got a lot of stuff to kind of like talk about. So I'm going to start with this question. So one thing that has come up this week, wait a minute, first of all, let me find this book. So it's the Valentine's Day Quest. I actually have it on my Kindle. What y'all reading? Y'all know what came out yesterday? Was it yesterday? Shabu by Internet by Bailey West. I know it starts with a B, but I'll keep wanting to call her something else that starts with a B, but it's not. A Valentine's Day Quest or a Valentine Quest by Bailey West is what we're talking about tonight. But tell me what y'all reading on, what y'all loving on this week. Like what y'all reading on, what y'all loving on since it's Lover's Day. Are you celebrating tonight? Have you celebrated? I guess if you're celebrating right now, you probably ain't gonna be on a podcast, but I want to know who is celebrating Valentine's Day. But that brings me to my first question of the night. The first question is, so one thing that came up was couples that don't celebrate Valentine's Day or men who don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Maybe the women celebrate Valentine's Day, but the men don't or something like that. But like, kind of tell me, how do you feel about that? One post that I read said that, you know, some women settle because, you know, their spouse or significant others say that, you know, this a made up holiday or it's a man-made holiday, you know, don't nobody have to celebrate this holiday. Or you one of those people that's just like, yeah, right, you're right, boo, you know, we ain't got to celebrate this holiday. Or are you like, give me all the gifts and all the stuff for this holiday? Like, I don't care if it's man-made, I don't care if your daddy made it, I want my flowers today. So that's the first question that I have for y'all on this Valentine's Day. So we're gonna get into this book, but first, I am Shequana, and I am your host of the Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. Hey! So tonight we are talking about A Valentine Quest. And then in parentheses, it says raw. I got to figure out what raw means. And it's by Bailey West. And the book starts off with LaShae. And I can't remember her friend name. But LaShae and her best friend having a meeting with their staff. And they are like holiday planners, interior decorators for like the holiday. So just think of like your people who do baby showers, you know, go and decorate people's houses or corporate events for Christmas and like those types of things. So they're having a meeting with their staff and just talking about how good the year has gone and how well things are going for them in their upcoming projects. So that's what they do for a living. So they decorate, you know, interior design people. Somebody help me out with their proper name. What's her friend name? Selena. Okay, so it's LaShae and Selena. Selena is her best friend. And they're talking about that. So Selena has a brother. His name is Cole. And Cole and LaShae are in a relationship. They've been together for 3 years. and they are madly in love with each other, right? So we don't know that until we get a little bit deeper into the book. Mind you, this book is 62 pages long, yeah. So we probably gonna be on here for about 5 minutes. But like I said, I got some stuff to say. So how did I do this last week where I was able to read these comments and stuff? Hold on, yeah. Hey, the purest love for the coldest thug. Okay, that's what Glenda reading. Okay, so she dating a brother. Okay, we got you. Okay, so LaShae is dating Selena's brother Cole. And so Cole is working. He's in real estate and he is traveling for real estate. I don't know how I feel about that, but he's been gone for 2 weeks. Cole has been gone for 2 weeks. So LaShae and Cole haven't been together, haven't been able to hug and kiss each other for 2 weeks before Valentine's Day. Okay, y'all. So they haven't seen each other, and he is supposed to be home for Valentine's Day so that they can celebrate, right? Well, he calls her and says that he will not be able to come home because he's working on these deals and, things didn't go the way that he thought they would. I can't remember exactly what was said. Maybe some permits didn't pass or something. He made up some story as to why he couldn't be home for Valentine's Day. And so now she is like sad, and a little bummed out about it, right? But there wasn't the real story. So, she went out to eat with a few people. She talking to them. She's explaining to them how she gonna be at home by herself and everything. And, he wasn't gonna be there with her to celebrate for Valentine's Day. And she ain't seen him in 2 weeks. So she ain't got none in 2 weeks. Let me see. Oh, well, when they talked on the phone that night, when did she find out that he look at me looking over here like the Corey and Patrice over here. Girl, when did she find out that he was not coming? Anyway, they had phone sex, y'all, and it was hot. So while he was out of town, but I can't think of if she knew he wasn't coming or if he was coming. And the only reason I'm making a point to talk about that is because I don't know if I would have been having phone sex with him if I knew he wasn't gonna be in town for Valentine's Day. Like, boy, boo, we could be getting this on in the flesh, but you want to be out here working. So he said. But anyway, so he said he wasn't gonna be at home. She's bummed about it. And so she get home. Oh my God, y'all, I need some help. Who read this book with me? So she get home and somehow Cole leaves her a note when she gets home, letting her know that he is actually in town, which it was cool, but I would have liked if he didn't tell her that he was in town and he just started leaving her these clues. So the Valentine's Day quest is LaShae going on this quest. He's giving her these clues throughout this quest to complete their Valentine's Day or whatever. And it was like really, 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 really special. So the first clue is, and then like the clues was really cute. And I like books like this because I read another book like similar to this before where the man leaves these clues, but they have something to do with like a special time in their life or something that the woman said or like something like that, or whatever. So he's leaving her these clues based on things that happened to them. So let me find the first clue. The first clue was like, the first clue was come to the place that you say you always wanted to, the hotel that you say you always wanted to come to or whatever. And that is just so special to me because not only are you doing this nice thing where you're taking me on this quest, but you're listening to me. You heard what I'm saying. So there was this luxury hotel that they saw on TV or read in the magazine. I can't remember exactly, but the hotel, when you stay at this hotel, you got a butler, a chef. So it was like really upscale, like high end. And she said she wanted to stay at this hotel before. And so he was like, come to the place that you said you always wanted to stay, right? After you know, pack your bag, after you pack your overnight bag. So she went in the house, she packed her overnight bag, she called the Uber and everything. And then she was like, take me to this hotel. I can't think of the name of the hotel. I think it's a real hotel. So if you read this book with me, we need to highlight this hotel and tell somebody this is where we want to go, you know, your boo, your husband, whomever, because I think it's a real place. It might be fake. I ain't look it up or nothing. Let me know. So he like, you know, comes to the place. So she gets there. She had to go to 2 places. So she had to go to the hotel, but she had to go somewhere else too. I feel like she had to go to 2 places. So she gets to the hotel and she has another clue. And all while she's going through this, like everyone knows what's going on. Like from the you know, the people at the hotel. I can't think of her last name, but they're like, Mrs. Hall. That ain't her last name for real. But they like, you know, oh, Mrs. Hall is here, you know, we know what you're supposed to do, you know, we know how you're supposed to do it or whatever. So he's just leaving her all these clues, like, you know, you were supposed to go here, but all the clues have to do with things that she wanted or that she liked or something like that. So she's going through all of this. He got her a massage. So this is like my next question. So the first question was, is it cool for you if your man says that he doesn't want to celebrate Valentine's Day? Like, is it cool? Like, this a man-made holiday. I guess every day is supposed to be Valentine's Day is the thing. I don't know. But like, are you cool with that? Like, if he say he don't celebrate this birthday, or are you like, boo, I tell y'all mine at the end, like when I get finished. So are you like, no, you got to celebrate. So that's the first question. The second question that I have for you guys is, has your man ever like really like went all out? And it don't have to be this exactly, but has your boo ever like just really just went all off of you? Like, have you ever had like a date plan where it was totally unexpected, you know, because like she was saying in the book, like we could have you know, had Netflix and chill, you know, just long as we was together. It didn't have to be nothing like really super special like this. But you know, that was it. But has your man ever surprised you, or your woman, you know, whatever, surprised you and just like went all out, like where you was like totally surprised, like, oh my God, you know, whatever. I tell y'all mine about that at the end too. So she's going through all these motions. She got her a massage. He got her some food. She got a chance to go to in the hotel, like the sauna or the spa, and she was like relaxing. And so at one point, they told him that she was in the hotel. That's why I feel like she had went somewhere else first. But during her spa treatment, they were like, she's there and she's relaxed. She done got her spa treatment. He thought of everything, y'all. Like everything, like getting her to the hotel and getting her a spa treatment so that she could relax and really like enjoy everything. So of course, while she is in the spa room and everything, let me check the comments. While she in the spa or whatever, he was like, he couldn't take her being in the same place that he was in and not laying eyes on her. These books be having me tripping out, because I was smiling just like I'm smiling right now while I was reading this, because that was just so sweet when they told her. I want to turn the volume off. What's up, Lisa? Okay. And so, but yeah, it was so sweet. So he got her all relaxed, got her in the hot tub. But, you know, at some point they was like, she had a spa treatment, yada, yada, yada. And he was like, you know, I need to see her. You know, I can't wait until the end when I'm really supposed to reveal myself, or really supposed to do like the big reveal for this. I need to see her. So he goes where she is in the hotel room, and she's in the hot tub or in the spa thing or whatever. And he, you know, kissing all on her and stuff. And she was really happy to see him. And of course they start not really getting it in, but he fingering her and just like all that kind of stuff while she was laying in there and getting relaxed. But they didn't have sex because he was like, that's just gonna ruin everything if we have sex right here. But he got her right. He had her orgasm and all that while she was in the hot tub. So then she got out and she got dressed. And there was something with the dress too, but like all these little clues, they was just so sweet. One of my all Takira Allen books is my favorite book, but one of my favorite books by Takira Allen is Power of the V. And I don't know if anybody else have ever read that, but Trent did this for Vicky, and that's what it reminded me of when he had went missing. He was gone for like a year, and then he came back and she didn't know he was back, and he took her on this scavenger hunt. I cried so hard in that book, y'all. It was so good. It was like one of the sweetest things. So this book reminded me of that. So she gets dressed, and his sister, her best friend, whom she met the brothers through, is in on all of this. That's why I wanted to talk about them being interior decorators. It just came to me. Interior decorators. The sister is in on this whole thing. So when she was like, he wasn't coming, and she was sad about that, and she was complaining to the friend about it and all this and that, the friend knew the whole time that he was coming and that he had this special day planned for her. So everything like about the rooms, because this is what they do for a living, this their job. So the rooms and stuff is like decorated really nice. It's flowers, rose petals everywhere, tea lights on the floor leading up to everything and all of that. So she kind of like she gets wind of it, like, or it dawns on her that the friend was in on it when she like starts seeing like, this look like something we'll do. This look like our style or whatever. So she finally gets dressed for the evening after she done got relaxed and got all of her clues and stuff like that. She gets dressed. She has on this beautiful gown that did she get it when she just did her overnight bag. He got the dress and stuff for her or whatever. And then he said, I should have wrote these clues down, y'all. But he had her come to dinner basically, but it was a clue for that too. So she went to dinner, and then that's when he came out and he had his tux on and stuff like that. And they sit and they have dinner first. So they eat dinner. And they eating, and the food is like real good and delicious. Again, the staff is very accommodating. I'm gonna have to look this hotel up, but the staff is very accommodating and there and yada, yada, yada. And then they're talking about something, and he gets down on one knee, and the end of the quest is where he proposes. Oh my God. And she explains in the book that he is a man of very few words. She said she always felt like when he proposed to her, he was just gonna have a ring and be like, "Her, marry me." But he had this long drawn out speech about, he knew that she was the one after their first date, and just how much she meant to him and how she's enhanced his life. And he, knew that she was going to be his wife, and that he had got her parents' permission and everything for her hand in marriage. And he proposed, and of course she said yes, and then it was on for the rest of the night. Could you imagine like going through all of that for an entire day, just being pampered and loved on and taken care of and all of that, and then at the end of the night somebody getting on their knee and proposing to you, right? Like it was everything. So she did her thing. That was the whole book, y'all. So well, and then at the end, of course, they had sex, because it was like the hostess, or the people who was working in the hotel gave him the signal, like, all right, everybody gone, that's been waiting on her hand and foot, and that's been helping y'all throughout this whole entire process. Everybody is gone. And so he was like, all right, good. So they made love all night long, and they had raw sex Oh, maybe that's what the raw stood for. But I guess since he had proposed to her, they didn't care if she got pregnant, even though they weren't married yet. But it was just like, we all in at this point. I done proposed to you and everything. So we all in. So they made love all night long. It was very emotional, just with everything that had happened. And like that kind of stuff really heightens a relationship, I believe. Like when those types of things happen, like it just make the sex that's much better. It make the food taste better. Like your skin be feeling better. Like just when that type of stuff is going on, when you are cared for and loved and appreciated, and somebody show you that they like just like really into you like that, because he had to be really into her for him to do that. Like everything is just like all good. So the air was different that night for them. The air was different. Everything was different. So their love making was different. But like I said, this book was 62 pages long. I can't believe I lasted this long talking about this book. But it was good. It was a cute Valentine's Day book. It was very feel goody. Like if you just wanted, something that just like made you feel good. We didn't get a lot of history on the couple. We didn't really get a lot of history on them individually. So, I don't even remember what they look like if I really think about it. But excuse me, you can tell they loved each other. You could tell that he loved her and that she loved him. And I'm glad her quest ended with her being proposed to. Let me see if y'all said anything in these comments. I don't want this sound on. Let me see what y'all got going on tonight. So I'll talk to you guys. I'll answer the questions for myself that I asked earlier about Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna be very open and honest and candid with you guys. Let me see. About how I feel about the questions that I asked. Take the number of the month we met. Oh, girl, Debbie, that was too much. That was too much. I was like, what? But okay, I got it. A year. J Blossom Hotel. Okay, is the hotel real, Debbie? He did. He put a lot of creative. So y'all ready? Okay. Oh, Glenda, and it's 8:27. You done did all that already? Jennifer said he may not celebrate Valentine's Day, but I do, and he should govern himself accordingly. If he doesn't celebrate every day, then he needs to be on point. Right. That's how I feel, Rhonda. It don't matter. Oh, Debbie says she don't care. Yes. He was listening, Jennifer girl. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, the hotel was hot, honey. He came home to plan this. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, y'all. So let me let y'all in a little bit on my life real quick. So me and my husband actually haven't celebrated Valentine's Day. So y'all know my story. I done said it 1,000,001 times in this group. If you don't, I post it again. We supposed to be posting our love stories. So I was gonna post mine the week of my book, which is next week. And so, but I've written about my husband and I's journey for a long time. Me and my husband, we've been together for probably about 25 years. I know, right? And I have been married for 21 years already. It'll be 22 years this year. And so when we first started dating, we came in hot. Okay, like it was full force, full throttle. Okay, so we came in hot, and like everything was just like on 5,000. So a lot of these books I can relate to when it comes to love and, all that stuff. So we were kids. I was 16, he was 18, but we was like super hot and heavy. We was like so in love, like could nobody tell us nothing. baby, Romeo and Juliet, we going down. If it's going down, if you try to break us up or you don't want us to see each other. So it was like that. So we spent a lot of Valentine's Day together when we were younger. You know, it was all special. And then when we first started our adult life together, we were still really, really young, but we like moved in together at a young age. I mean, like we would have picnics in the house, put the blankets on the floor, like the candles, like it would be on, okay, y'all, and popping, all right? And so, but as life started to happen and our views changed, I will say I wouldn't say his or mine. Our views changed on like life and, you know, just like we started having a better understanding of what, you know, love really was and all that stuff. So with all that said, we haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in, oh my God, like 10 years. Okay, so and it's been cool. I ain't been tripping or nothing like that, but but I'm starting to feel away. So I think we're gonna start celebrating it again. And he's not gonna like say no, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's just gonna be a discussion that we have to have, and it's gonna have to be a mutual decision. But with that said, just because I'm the one that wants to change the holiday or change the way that we've been doing things for all these years, do I still have to get him a gift if he don't care about it? Like if he say he don't celebrate, but I want to celebrate now, is this a mutual thing or or you know, is this just like change is good? Yeah, Glenda, change is good. We gonna spice it back up. You know, we gonna spice it back up. We gonna take it back. You know, it's been so long. We taking it back to the olden days. Okay, relax mood tonight. Start with a card. Girl, I want this. And that's what I was saying. Like I shouldn't have read this for Valentine's Day because now I want a birthday quest. Camille is fine. You get the gift. So yes, honey. She said get him a gift. Okay, Jennifer. I guess I will if I want to change it up. But yeah, so that or whatever. And then okay, y'all. So we're gonna ease into it next year. And I'm gonna tell him to read this book because I want the whole shebang. Okay. I want to be pampered, winding down, all that stuff. So anyway, so with that, okay. So that was my first question. So me and Eric finna get it back together. I'm gonna let y'all know. And we might even start sooner than later. I ain't waiting until next year. I want my flowers tomorrow. I'm about to tell him that today, okay? So anyway, so the next question was, have your man ever went like real all out for you, like quest you out? That's what I'm gonna call it for tonight's book or whatever. So I'm gonna tell y'all about this. So this one Eric was trying to get me back, y'all. Like I said, if you read my story, we done been separated and all that stuff. So he was trying to get me back. So I was living actually in another state. I was living in another state and I had came home. He was still living at home. That's how separated we was. We couldn't even be in the same state no more. But I had came home and he had got a hotel room. And let me see what happened. So when I would come home, I would stay with my mom. And so the kids was with my mama and he got a hotel room and we went to the hotel and I think he had like bought me something to wear and like all that. And then he took me to this restaurant that was on the top of this hotel, like and it had like this rotating room and everything. So that was like really, really sweet. I had flowers. He had bought me like some gifts. It was like really nice. But let me tell y'all what was so crazy about this, right? So because I was not, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Do not judge me when I tell y'all this, okay? So, so he had like went all out and did all this stuff. Why don't you give him a quest first? That way. Debbie, we is not doing all that. I'm vetoing that, Debbie. No. I'm not. I could. Am I the type of person that would give a quest first? I am very thoughtful. Don't get me wrong, I'm very thoughtful. I've done some really like cool things for him. One time, this is his story to tell, but he's a big basketball fan. And at the time, he's always been a Laker fan, been a Kobe fan, and went, our hometown is St. Louis. And Memphis is like 3 hours away, maybe 4. And one year, for no reason, it wasn't nothing going on, I had got some basketball tickets. The Grizzlies, I think that's what they was called, Tennessee, was playing the Lakers. And so we got a chance to go and see the game. It was real, real cool. And I got a hotel room, but that's another story for another day because we didn't really have no money. And this hotel room was so janky. We had to sleep on our coats, but it was the thought that counted. Yeah. Lord, I need Patrice LaCorey over because yeah. So anyway, so what was I going with that? I was trying to tell y'all something else. But yes, I'm thoughtful, but would I give him a quest first? I don't know. I might. I don't know. I'm in a place right now, like I just like want to be pampered and stuff. I think that I didn't quest it enough. I'll tell y'all about that a little bit later. But yeah, I'm feeling like somebody send him a he don't be on social media that much, so he probably won't get it. Send him a message and let him know what's going down. Girl, Rhonda, it was so freaking funny. It was horrible. We had to sleep on our coats, and then like the next morning, we just got up so early. We probably couldn't even sleep good that night before. It was the thought that counted, y'all. It was the thought that counted. But it's 8:36, so we probably gonna get off here early. What else can I tell y'all about my life? So me and Eric finna start celebrating Valentine's Day again. I'm letting y'all know that right now. And I told y'all about when he took me on the top of the hotel and it was spinning and stuff like that. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell y'all. So let me tell y'all about this. So I lived in a different state at the time. And so we didn't get to see each other often. I would come home a lot, like once a month, or once like every couple of months. I was at home like half the year for like a week or a weekend or something like that often. But it had been a while since we had seen each other. So he had did all this stuff for me. It was all nice and good. But at the end of the night, I was like, bro, come on. I'm trying to get it in. His feelings was so hurt. He was like, oh my God. He said like he felt cheap. Because I was just like, I want to hump. I do not care about all this whining and that. And that's probably why we don't do it no more. Lord help me. But I would appreciate it more now. I promise. I promise. I would appreciate it more. I promise y'all. But anyway, so that's my story, y'all. I'm gonna have to get on here some more like this and talk to y'all. Because baby, it's been a time. Let me tell y'all. But anywho, so Friday, guys, I will be on again, I think by myself, again on Friday night at 8:00. So it's going to be a special Black Girl Book Club podcast episode with Ty Love. Y'all know she's one of our faves. She has a new book coming out called Chemical Reaction. I'm not sure if you all have ever read her book, Chemistry. But we talked about chemistry. We talked about chemistry for Christmas. So we talked about chemistry for Christmas. So Chemical Reaction, I don't know if you guys remember, but Chemical Reaction is like a spinoff of Chemistry, and it is a part of the Lipstick Diaries series. So I can't even remember them people's name that was in Chemistry. But if y'all remember the professor ended up messing with her student, and he had a wife. Y'all, do y'all remember that? And he had that wife, and we had Ty Love on for that. And she was talking about how she was a professor and she had them young students in there hitting on her. That book, that's the book. So chemical reaction is because we don't know what happened at the end of chemistry. We don't know what happened at the end of chemistry. We don't know if they stayed together, if they didn't, you know, whatever. So this book is a spinoff of that, and it's going to be a part of a 4-book series that's gonna, I think the 4 books is gonna drop like every month, so they'll drop quickly after. But chemical reaction is the first installment of that, and so I'm gonna have Ty on Friday night. It's the day that the book drops, so if you can pre-order it now or get it on Friday. But Ty's gonna come on. We're gonna have a candid conversation. It's gonna be something like this. We're gonna talk and we're gonna get it in or whatever. We're gonna talk about the book and kind of just like, why did she decide to keep the story going? So that should be nice. So if you're not doing nothing Friday at 8 o'clock, and she gonna do a reading. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do, y'all. Okay, I'm finna say this, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna get off. I do not need to be on her by myself. But so she's coming on Friday night. The book that we are reading next week is No Ordinary Love, the Marx Brothers Mafia. So we'll be talking about that. That's my book that I picked for this month. It's kind of long. I think it's like might be 500 pages. So if you ain't started on that, you need to start on it now. But yeah, read that. That's a cute little story. It's a cute story. It's a lot of drama and twists and turns in there. It ain't all the way like this one. But yeah, that's what we need read next week. Friday, Ty will be on. So if you're not doing nothing on Friday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, so that'll be 9 o'clock Eastern for a special episode with Ty Love. She's going to do a reading of the book too. So come on and listen to that. Okay, so this is something that I want to do, and this is something that I'm thinking about bringing to the Black Girl Book Club podcast, and it's going to be where we do readings. So if you have like your favorite part of a book, or your favorite, you know, I want to say episode, but it ain't gonna be episode, but like we gonna start doing readings on a different night of the week. And so I tried it with this book, The Valentine Quest by Bailey West. I tried it with this. So I'm gonna read this, y'all. I might be a narrator today. And then we gonna get off. So listen. Okay. Is this what I want? Okay, yeah. Okay, y'all listening. Y'all better give me some fires and some snaps in there. Okay. And scene. I think I'm gonna turn my camera off for this, so I'm gonna be looking at myself. Hold on. Okay. So Cole climbed on the bed, peppering kisses along my body, starting at my ankles. Instinctively, I spread my legs once he got to my thighs, figuring he would put me out of my misery by paying particular attention to my honeypot. Instead, his path of kisses continued past my stomach into my breast. He gently kissed each one before he swirled his tongue around my areola and sucked it into his mouth. I moaned and arched my back. He moved to the other breast and paid the same attention before squeezing them together and kissing and sucking them at the same time. The sensation of his warm mouth on my hard nipples had me clawing at the sheets and moving my hips at the same time. I found some relief when my center rubbed against his thigh. "No, I will take care of that," he said, moving so I couldn't rub against him. "I told you we are taking our time tonight." He thrust his tongue into my mouth and feverishly kissed me before moving back down my body again. I wanted to shove his head between my legs once he made it back to my thighs, but I knew better. I knew if I rushed, he would slow down. The pace was already killing me. I wanted him inside me so bad. You want me here? He asked, gently touching my center. He knew full well I needed him there. Yes. He gently slid his finger across my panties, causing me to moan. These pennies are drenched, he said while pulling them one to the side. Before I could respond, I felt his tongue glide against my swollen pearl. Cold, I called out. That's it. Okay, y'all. I'll talk to y'all on Friday. And then next week. So let me know what y'all thought about tonight. If it was fun. It's 8:45. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Debbie, Glenda, Rhonda, Jennifer. Who else is on here? I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I will talk to y'all next week. Y'all gonna have some fun tonight for Valentine's Day. Bye, y'all.